All right, the third tool for understanding utility maximization is going to be where we make a comparison of two or more utility schedules. So you can see over here I've set up two utility schedules, one for product X, which is $6 each. It has a price of $6. And then here's product Y. It has a price of $8 each. We're going to limit each of the utility schedules to a quantity of 4. And in this one, I've identified the total utility. And in this one over here, I've identified the marginal utility of each item. And what I would like for you to do is, and here are the steps we're going to use. I would pause the video and go ahead and copy these into your notes. All right, and now that they're copied into your notes, and if you haven't copied them into your notes, you just kept watching the video, pause the video and copy them into your notes. All right, now that they're copied into your notes, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video and I want you to complete both tables. Identify the marginal utility for each one of these products, or for each one of these quantities. Also identify the marginal utility per price. By the way, these are the abbreviations for total utility, marginal utility, and marginal utility per price. And then over here, identify all the total utilities and then identify all of the marginal utilities per price. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and do that right now as well. All right, so now you may want to go ahead and check your answers and make sure that they're the same as mine. Okay? And so now what we have is two utility schedules. And what we can do is we can use these two utility schedules and compare one item at a time, well really two items at a time, and determine which one is going to give us the most utility. Now here's the key, the most utility per price. What we're going to be comparing here is the marginal utility per price. And the reason is the marginal utility per price. This item over here costs $6. $6 for 39 utility. Now this one, the first one, gives us 49 utility, but it costs $8. So we can't tell which one for each individual dollar is going to give us the most utility. And that's why we do marginal utility per dollar. So now, by the way, you can do this process with more than two. You can compare 3 products, 4 products, 5 products if you wanted to, okay? But in a principles of microeconomics class, we usually just compare 2 products, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Starting at quantity 1, choose the product with the highest marginal utility per dollar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle the quantity number of the one we're going to pick, okay? So, if this is our situation, are we going to consume 1 unit of product X or 1 unit of product Y? Well, we're going to go to the marginal utility per price, 6.5 and 6.13, and we're going to pick the one that has a larger marginal utility per price. Well, 6.5 is larger than 6.13, so the first thing we're going to pick, our first pick, is going to be product X. So I'm going to put that up here. First unit, product X. Okay? Then, now it says, then we're going to choose the next highest marginal utility per price product. Now here's the thing. I'm now going to go to the second item under product X. Why? Because I've already picked one of product X. And I'm going to look at its marginal utility per price, 5.33. But I'm not going to compare it to the second unit of Y because I haven't even consumed 1 unit of Y yet. I'm still looking at the first unit of Y. I haven't consumed the first unit yet. So I have to compare number 2 under X to number 1 under Y. And so number 1 under Y has 6.13. Number 2 under X has 5.33, and 6.13 is higher than 5.33, so I'm going to choose the first unit of product Y. So if I'm only going to consume 2 items, I'm going to consume 1 of each, okay? Now we're going to continue this process. We're going to keep comparing the next unit of product X to the next unit of product Y. Well, the next unit of product X is the second one, and that's 5.33. The next unit of product Y is the second one, and that's 5.75. Well, 5.75 is higher than 5.33, so I'm going to select another unit of product Y. So the third unit I'm going to choose to consume is product Y. So if I was only going to consume 3 units, I would consume 1 of X and 2 of Y, and that would maximize my utility. Now, I'm going to continue. I'm going to compare the second unit of X to the third unit of Y. So the second unit of X is 5.33. The third unit of Y is 4.5. 5.33 is higher than 4.5, so I'm going to select another unit of product X. We're going to continue this process. Now I'm going to compare the third unit of X to the third unit of Y, 4.17 to 4.5. I'm going to select this one because 4.5 is larger. So I'm going to select Y. Then if I continue the process, the third unit of X compares to the fourth unit of Y. 4.17 to 2.88. 4.17 is higher, so I'm going to select X. So I've selected my third unit of X. Now I'm going to compare the fourth unit of X to the fourth unit of Y. Fourth unit of X is 3.17. Fourth unit of Y is 2.88. 3.17 is higher, so I'm going to select another unit of X. And now I can only make my next comparison if I had a fifth unit here. And so since I don't have a fifth unit here to compare to the Y, I'm actually going to stop. I'm done. And so the first 7 units that I should select are 3 units of Y and 4 units of X. And that is how we do, that's how we use a comparison of 2 or more utility schedules to maximize utility.